so find all the values of all four variables in this system of equations. So go ahead and write down those four equations. All right, so we've got RB by itself and TB by itself, all right? So because I've got those two by itself, we can substitute RB with 3RW, and we can substitute TB with 2 minus TW. And I'll show you why this helps as we solve, okay? So, lost my connection here. All right, so instead of RB, I'm replacing it with 3RW, and instead of TB here, I'm replacing it with 2 minus TW. And we're going to go ahead and distribute this. So this times this is 6RW. And then this times this is negative 3RW TW. That equals 6. All right, so we can actually get rid of RW TW because there's one equation up there that actually tells us what both those variables multiplied together equals. So what does RW times TW equal to? 6. According to this lovely equation right here, we can actually replace those two variables combined with 6. All right? So now I have 6RW minus 3, and I'm going to replace this whole thing with 6. That gets us down to one variable, so now we can solve. All right, so this would be 18. I'm going to add 18 over to this side. So RW is 4. Okay. Once we know one thing, we're good to go, and we can start figuring out everything else. So if RW is 4 right here, then what does RB equal to?
12.
Okay, 12. So RB equals 12. Okay, we can come over, what else do we know? So RB is 12, if I plug that in, what's TB going to be equal to? 1/2, good, divide both sides by 12 and reduce. So TB equals 1/2. All right, and then we can plug in, let's see, wherever we want, how about right here? If TB is 1/2, what is TW going to have to equal? 3 1/2? 3 halves, exactly. 3 halves, okay? We have all four variables. All right, so look for that combined variable to replace with, and then you're good to go. Let's try one more. So go ahead and write down those four equations. So we've got RP by itself right here, okay? So I can come over to this equation and replace RP. That means I also need to replace TP with something. So I need to solve for TP in this equation so that I can plug it in. So TP is equal to 12 minus TC. That way I can substitute these two variables in to this equation. Alright, so RP is equal to 3RC, so I'm going to plug that in. And then TP is equal to 12 minus TC, and that whole thing equals 288. Okay, distribute, so we get 36 RC minus 3 RC TC equals 288. Alright, what can we replace RC TC with? Right, this equation right here tells us that RC TC is equal to 108. Okay, you guys go ahead and solve that for me. And tell me what you get for RC. Yeah, Brennan.
70.
Okay. So we'll get 17 after we solve that equation. Okay, so if we come back up here, let's plug it in right here. We know RC is 17. Okay, this one does not turn out nice, I don't think. TC. Okay, what we end up with 108 over 17. Does that reduce? It does not reduce, so we get that lovely fraction. Okay. And what else do we know? Let's see, RP we can find because we know RC is 17. So what's RP going to be equal to? Okay, 51. And probably another fraction here, TC is 108 over 17. So right here we can plug in 108 over 17. You guys can get a common denominator, reduce it, and we end up getting TP equals 96 over 17. So really the only new thing that we've learned is replacing this double variable here. And that's it. Any questions, you guys? You guys tired today?